And now it's time for Vantage Shots, images that tell the story. In China, a flying car takes its first test flight. In Saudi Arabia,
the speed and scale with which Chinese companies can get these projects off the ground is breathtaking.
Well, the car of the future took flight today. The X2 flying car, there it is, took off in an unmanned test flight in Dubai. It's a two-seater, electric, and has vertical takeoff and landing like a chopper.
The flying cars are no longer just ideas from science fiction. China has officially released a flying car for only $4,999, and it's already catching global attention. At a price lower than most smartphones or electric bikes, this vehicle isn't a concept or a one-off prototype. It's real, and it's ready. While other countries are still stuck in testing phases or debating safety rules, China is moving fast. This new flying car could completely change the way people think about transportation. But here's the big question: is the world actually ready for flying cars to go mainstream? Let's take a closer look at what this $4,999 flying car can really do, and why it might be the beginning of a new era in personal travel. Meet the Xpeng X2. While most of us still struggle with parallel parking, China's Xpeng X2 has already lifted off, literally. In a sleek, unmanned test flight over Dubai, the X2 didn't just make a scene, it made history. Developed by Xpeng AeroHT, the two-seater electric vehicle rose vertically like a helicopter but looked like something straight out of a Marvel movie. No runways. No pilot. Just a silent ascent into the sky. This isn't a prototype gathering dust in a hangar. The X2 is real. It's fully electric. And it's already slicing through the air. Designed with vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, the X2 doesn't need a runway or a helipad. It just goes up. 1 minute it's sitting idle, the next, it's hovering above ground like magic. Except there's no illusion here, only the latest leap in engineering. For decades, flying cars existed only in daydreams, tucked beside jetpacks and teleportation in the maybe someday file. But Xpeng just dusted off that idea and turned it into something tangible. With the X2, what once seemed like science fiction has edged into the realm of daily commute potential. This isn't just a new gadget, it's a genuine shift in how we might move. Of course, skepticism still lingers. People rolled their eyes at the Wright brothers too. But today, airports hum with more activity than shopping malls. Flying cars might be facing the same slow start mockery, but the applause is coming. And soon, the skies won't be limited to planes. The X2 can fly for up to 25 minutes at speeds reaching 80 miles per hour. Sure, it's not breaking sound barriers, but for a test flight in a vehicle built for civilians? That's a serious flex. The real win here is what the X2 represents: an actual, functioning flying prototype designed for everyday people, not just military missions or movie stunts. And this isn't some flimsy concept model. It's the 5th generation, made with carbon fiber, which means it's both featherlight and durable enough to handle repeated use without falling apart mid-flight. And then there's the design. You can't ignore how good this thing looks. The teardrop shape gives it that smooth, wind-cutting efficiency, while the fully enclosed cockpit makes it feel like a proper aircraft, not just a drone you can squeeze into. The aggressive headlights and clean, aerodynamic frame scream sci-fi realness. It wouldn't be out of place in Tony Stark's hangar, and yet here it is, flying above real-world cities like Dubai. Speaking of Dubai, the test flight there wasn't just for show. It was part of the China Langfang International Economic and Trade Fair, with the demo taking place at Beijing Daxing International Airport, because of course, China went big with the backdrop. The government is now heavily invested in the so-called low-altitude economy, which is exactly what it sounds like, claiming the airspace just above your daily commute and turning it into a whole new transportation layer. This low-altitude zone sits below traditional commercial flight paths but above the mess of city traffic, and it's quickly becoming prime real estate for flying taxis, drones, and electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles like the X2. Instead of sitting bumper to bumper during rush hour, imagine rising just above it all. No horns, no stoplights, just a direct line through the sky. Of course, there's still the question of whether all of this can actually function in real life. Cities aren't exactly mapped out for aerial lanes, rooftop helipads, or mid-air intersections. There's also the mountain of logistics, safety rules, flight regulations, insurance, infrastructure, and, of course, affordability. All of it still hangs up in the air, quite literally. But here's the thing. Airplanes didn't start as practical either. They were loud, slow, dangerous, and expensive. The X2 might seem flashy today, but if the right infrastructure follows, it could change the very nature of commutes, shipping, and even emergency services. After dominating the electric vehicle market on the ground, Chinese companies like Xpeng are now setting their sights on the skies. The X2's successful flight is a sign that China plans to lead in the race toward airborne personal transport. And considering how fast their tech sector moves, that future might be closer than anyone expected. The X2's test flight is a wake-up call. Flying cars are no longer hypothetical. They are happening. And they look pretty awesome doing it. Imagine getting across town for an emergency or escaping for a scenic flight, all without traffic, without fuel, and without guilt. That's the promise behind the Xpeng X2, a flying car that feels more like a sci-fi upgrade than a real-world vehicle. But it's very real. And it's flying. Whether you're a tech geek or just someone who's tired of sitting in bumper-to-bumper purgatory, the X2 might just be the car, or rather, aircraft, you didn't know you needed. The Xpeng X2 offers two driving modes, manual for those who like a bit of thrill and control, and autonomous for anyone who'd rather push a button and let the car do the work. And yes, the autonomous mode really works. Officials in Dubai saw it with their own eyes during its first public flight, which was a fully evaluated performance that passed every safety and risk check. That alone makes this more than a cool tech toy. It's a potential shift in how we think about everyday transportation. The debut of the X2 in Dubai wasn't a secret test run. It was a headline event. The vehicle took off from Skydive Dubai with the Palm Jumeirah serving as a cinematic backdrop, and more than 150 guests watching, including high-ranking officials from the Chinese consulate and leaders from Dubai's tourism and business sectors. The location wasn't random, either. Dubai has earned its reputation as a global innovation hub, and this flight only added to that image. The Dubai Civil Aviation Authority granted the project a special flying permit after Xpeng AeroHT completed a rigorous risk assessment. For a machine that looks like it belongs in a Marvel movie, the X2 passed every boring but essential test to make sure it's safe to actually fly in the real world. That alone speaks volumes. Brian Jiu, vice chairman and president of Xpeng, acknowledged that Dubai was the ideal stage for this moment. He called it a city where bold ideas and innovation meet, which made it the perfect location for the X2's big reveal. Meanwhile, Hassan Al-Hashimi, acting president of the Dubai International Chamber of Commerce, described the flying car as more than just a product. To him, the X2 represented ambition, vision, and the kind of bold steps needed to lead the next generation of mobility. Over a decade in the making. What many don't know is that Xpeng AeroHT didn't come up with this overnight. The company has been quietly working on flying cars since 2013. In that time, they've built multiple research centers across China, slowly refining the technology while the rest of the world debated whether flying cars were even possible. Their first public flight actually happened back in 2022, also in Dubai, and each step since then has brought them closer to a global release. Now, Xpeng is moving beyond research and testing. The company plans to begin taking orders for the X2 by the end of the year. The price tag remains a mystery for now, but that hasn't stopped the buzz. Anticipation is growing, not just among investors and engineers, but regular people who are starting to imagine what it might be like to own something that takes off from the driveway and lands at work. The X2 may have started as an idea in a lab, but after its successful debut in Dubai and support from global officials, it's gaining serious momentum. This flight is the beginning of something that could completely reshape how humans move around the planet. When a vehicle like the Xpeng X2 lifts off the ground, it's not just defying gravity. It's challenging the entire concept of modern transportation. Over the next 50 years, flying cars could become as familiar as rideshare apps, slotting themselves into a new kind of economy, one that exists just a few hundred meters above our heads. But how practical is all this? Let's unpack it. In China, the term low-altitude economy refers to the industries and services that operate below 3,000 meters. This includes flying cars, of course, but also drone delivery systems, emergency air services, aerial tourism, and short-range commuter flights. It sounds like a scene from the Jetsons, but it's already in motion. With heavy backing from the Chinese government, this sector is expected to grow rapidly, projected to hit over 1 trillion yuan, that's about $138 billion by 2026. So far, over 26 provinces in China are drawing up plans to bring these technologies into their everyday systems. From daily commutes to hospital deliveries, air-based services are beginning to integrate into real life. That said, it's not all smooth flying. There's still a lot of catching up to do in terms of infrastructure, air traffic systems, and consistent regulations. Right now, it's a bit like the Wild West of the skies. Still, companies like XPeng, Geely Aerofugia, and EHang are racing to turn concepts into reality, investing in research and pushing for national standards. The idea of personal air travel can feel a bit terrifying when you realize it might mean soaring 1 kilometer above ground in something not much bigger than a compact car. But the tech is catching up fast, and the results are hard to ignore. To understand just how real this could become, it helps to look at what's already happening with drones. Take a recent example from Shanghai, where a white drone carrying a cargo of fresh seafood launched from an offshore platform. This wasn't a stunt. It replaced an overnight ferry trip with a 3-hour flight, ensuring the catch arrived fresh and on time. And that's not just a win for seafood lovers. It's proof that low-altitude air delivery can be faster, cleaner, and more efficient than traditional methods. These drones come in all shapes and sizes, from small personal ones to industrial-grade aircraft, and they are now handling everything from logistics to human transport. They are part of an emerging system that's already affecting industries. For example, upscale restaurants that rely on high-quality ingredients now see drone delivery as a game-changer. Where flying cars fit into all this? Flying cars like the XPeng X2 are expected to follow the same trajectory, starting out as impressive prototypes and gradually becoming indispensable. While drone delivery is already slashing transport times and expanding access to remote areas, flying cars will likely do the same for passengers, especially in congested cities where road travel can take hours. With real estate markets slowing down and other traditional industries losing steam, China is turning to the skies for its next economic boom. The government's bet on the low-altitude economy is about building a new framework for consumer activity, trade, and urban development. And flying cars are right at the center of that vision. For now, they are still in the early stages, and challenges remain. But if drones can deliver seafood faster than boats and medical supplies faster than trucks, then flying cars might not be too far behind in proving their worth.